you noticing cracks in your foundation or driveway? Well, that's nothing to crack a joke about, Builder Ryan Thompson. I didn't write that. All right. Don't look at me. Ryan Thompson's here to help. Why is it important to fix cracks like these?
Well, what happens is if you have cracks in your asphalt, your concrete, in your mortar, if you don't address those, what happens over time is they expand and they spread. So we want to address those as soon as possible to just ensure that doesn't happen.
What are some of the most important steps to think about?
So the first step is going to be one, making sure you have the right materials. So, you know, I have all these products here actually from DAP. And so that's important, is having the right product, right? Then you're going to need some tools. And when you start the process, what you got to do with whatever crack you're addressing is actually cleaning it out. Right, so I know there's some B-roll of what that process actually looks like. So,
and that's because you don't want to put caulking down over top of debris because it's just not going to hold.
Exactly, right? So it's very simple. You get in there with a putty knife, get in there with a little wire mesh brush, clean that out, and use a shop vac. Don't use your household vacuum. Make sure it's a shop vac. And you know, that's a really simple, important step to just address that, make sure it's preparing for what we're going to do next. Okay, so once that's done, we'll start with asphalt first.
And we've got this handy dandy power caulker here.
Yeah, that is a caulking tool, automatic caulker from DeWalt, and so it's very simple. You just start filling in that crack. So.
All right, now you said it's on a low setting, so it's going to be
on a low setting,
slow coming out. Sounds like it's dying. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it on the low setting for you, otherwise that can come out real quick.
Oh, it's coming out quicker now, yeah.
Right, and it's very, very simple, just like you're doing, fill in that crack. And once you do this, you just want to stay off of your driveway for about 24 hours, let it dry, let it settle, and then you're good to resume, you know, foot traffic, car traffic. So
do you have to do anything to smooth this out?
No, the idea is to, you know, have it come out as level as possible, but if you find, you know, you are having, it's not as smooth as you'd like, you can take a putty knife and just smooth it out so that it gives you that perfect finish.
Now, obviously, the cleaning of this is the most important step, right?
Yeah, because this step is super easy. You just pull the trigger.
And how long will that last?
So, funny enough, that on a lot of DAP's products, they'll give you a lifetime guarantee as far as meaning the seal will hold up. It's not going to shrink, crack, weather. So it's a really good product. And with all these products, there's instructions on them, right? So always read the instructions.
Follow the instructions.
Always read the instructions. We'll go to concrete now. This is a really cool one that I like. So this is a concrete filler, and it's like a powder solution. So we're just gonna, see that?
Yeah.
See that coming out? So you just shake it out, shake it out. And then what I like to use in order to level it is just a piece of something flat. You can see, you just get a nice level finish. And then in order to activate it, what you just do is mist it with some spray. Yeah, there you go.
More?
Yeah, more. Perfect.
All right.
And so what that happens with that the mist activates it. You don't want to soak it with water, just mist if you're using your hose, putting on like a misting setting. And then when it dries nice and hard. And there's an example right here of, you know, what that looks like.
Do you have to do any follow-up sanding or flattening?
No. As long as you level it out nicely, mist it, you're good. It will dry.
We've got about a minute left. That was actually quite easy to fix that.
Yeah, that was really easy. And if you have vertical cracks, there's a textured concrete that you can use. So similar to this how we were caulking with the asphalt, you can use it here as well for vertical. This solution is only for horizontal cracks.
All right.
Right. Last one is in your mortar. So whether you have bricks, some people have stone, they have different facades, and if you get cracking in your mortar joints, same thing that we talked about will happen, where water will get in there, it'll expand, it'll get worse. They have a perfect product for that as well, which is a textured mortar, so it matches the finish of your mortar. With all these stuff, you want it to look seamless, right? You don't want it to look too different.
20 seconds.
And it's the same thing. You're just gonna caulk in that joint, fill it in.
Easy enough.
Easy enough.
All right, thank you very much. Great tips. Appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Plenty more Morning Live coming up after the break. Yeah, this was actually quite easy. But
Yeah,
like,
it's super.
and